About 3 years ago, I reached a ceiling in my corporate job, and I was not really growing professionally, financially, personally, and I wasn't seeing my kids. And that's when I recognized that something has to change. I didn't want to move to another corporate because there was no promise that it wasn't going to be the same way. So I knew that I had to start something of my own, although I had no idea what I wanted to do. So I started looking at side hustles. And I found this side hustle which said you can publish low content books on Amazon and make a second income. And I was like, really? So I said, I'm going to try it. And the promise was you don't have to spend more than an hour a day or a few hours a week doing it. At the same time, I had already started playing with AI at work. And this is pre-ChatGPT. So there was a tool called Jasper that came out at the time. It's still around. And my husband brought it to my attention because he's like, look, this tool has come out and I feel like it's doing what you do. And I was like, really? So he brought it to my attention. And then I was like, I have to try this. I've always been an early adopter of tech. And first I was a bit afraid because I was like, oh my God, this is literally doing everything I can do. And I was like, I better get to know this tool because it might take my job. And that's a fear a lot of people still have today about AI, right?
Yeah.
However, I also recognized the more I worked with it, how it needs me to function the way it needs to function. So suddenly my fear had gone because I knew that the tool cannot do what I do to my quality and standards unless I'm involved. And when I'm involved, it can do what I do much better than me, but I have to be involved.
Wow.
And that gave me a big sense of relief. So when I was starting my side project, I was like, okay, I can do this side project, but I can do it with AI. I was already using AI for my work. And then what I started doing is I started writing, illustrating, designing children's books in like 20, 30 minutes and putting them on Amazon, Kindle Direct Publishing, and selling them. And a small trickle of income started coming in. And this was the aha moment for me. I was like, wait a minute. I'm publishing children's books, coloring books, storybooks, taking 20 minutes to produce, to write, illustrate, design, and publish each book because I'm using AI.
Yeah.
And I'm not doing anything else. And they're selling. It blew my mind. And that's when I recognized that if I can do that using AI and start generating an income, what else can I do? And not only what else can I do, but what else can women do